Okay, hello. Oh my gosh. Hello, hello. Wow, lots of cool people from all over. Okay, so on YouTube, hi, Atel, KS Metamorph, how's it going? And Twitch, how's it going? Welcome, Mabel, Dirty Little Gum, Ditted, Ominous, lots of familiar faces. That are totally not in the PC, right? But no, yeah, Paint Scroll, Hats, Satsu, Masil, Stuntman, how's it going? Alcade, yeah, welcome everyone. Basically, we are going to be doing a show and tell. Oh my god. Hold on 1 second. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm gonna actually talk about the event. But first, let's start to introduce everyone else. I'm gonna undeafen. Oh, also hi, Narusa. Hello, Mom. Mom, and Kay, how's it going? All right, hey, how's it going, everyone? Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. So yeah, joined with us today are some of the awesome members that took part in the GamePad event, and we'll go on and talk a little bit about what GamePad is. But first, I do want to do a couple of introductions. So we're just gonna go, everyone introduce themselves. I guess starting from, the left to the right on my screen, which should be Ambient first.
Hi. I draw things very poorly. That's about it.
Okay, we can't be starting off with lies. Okay. Okay, Ambient, you draw some amazing stuff. All right, so correct that. All right, reintroduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Ambient. I sometimes draw things okay. And this is my second GamePad.
Don't worry, you'll see their fat liar in the presentation.
Yeah. We'll accept the answer, but Ambient does a lot of cool stuff. Has been a part of a lot of the events, the little sub events as well. But yeah, thank you. All right, next, Ditted.
Hello, I'm Didit or just Did. I draw many animals, so I should be fine.
Hell yeah! What kind of
just go up?
what kind of animals do you enjoy drawing?
I enjoy drawing the sharks or cats, I guess.
Hell yeah! All right, awesome. Next is Ilyich.
Hi, I'm Ilyich. I am still, struggling to get myself to learn how to draw better. And I guess at this point, washed up game player, mostly gacha these days. I don't know what else I could say.
Okay, all right. First of all, yeah, you've been doing great art. I don't know much about the gaming side, but yeah, I know you have been putting work on both. So yeah, but oh my god, don't sell yourself short. You've done a lot of cool stuff. All right, next is Loon Moon.
Hi, I'm Luna. I tend to take GamePad pretty seriously, and use it as a month to do as much as I possibly can.
Oh hell yeah! Oh what? Oh my gosh! Yeah, Luna has been a part of GamePad since I think the inception, right?
I missed the first one, but every single one after that.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, and you do a ton.
Oh, this month, oh boy.
Oh my god, I'm super excited to see your slides. All right. Next is Mabel.
Hi, Mabel. A little bit of jack of all trades nowadays, and mainly illustration. 5th gamepad, and we go strong.
Yes, very excited. I know. You put a lot of hard work this month. So
On a lot of things I wasn't supposed to. Yay.
funny how life works like that. But,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I mean, you got a lot of content out of it. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next is Anonymous.
Hey, I'm Ominous, and this is my first year doing a gamepad. I'm mainly a artist, well, like amateur artist, and I've done like a lot of things that I did for January this gamepad.
Yeah, heck yeah, and I know you've done a ton of work as well. You were part of like a lot of the art events and stuff. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. And then lastly, we have Sherbert. I don't know if Sherbert's Sherbert, are you here? Wait.
I think they were waking up, so I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, their mic is dying actually.
Oh no. Okay, I guess in that case, I can go a little bit over gamepad if Sherbert.
Wait,
Okay. Welcome back.
Good timing.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Sherbert. I'm a game dev, and I'm very new to art. This is my first year about learning art, about the first anniversary of it. This is my second gamepad, and I spent this one doing a lot of art, music, and I did a game jam. So yeah.
Heck yeah. So yeah, one of the really cool things that I love about when gamepad comes around is because there's just so many like such a variety. Like obviously we are primarily an art server, or we have a heavy focus on it with like a lot of the art events and stuff, but there's been a lot of people who come from like all different kinds of like mediums, like from game dev to music to programming and all that stuff. So always really cool to see. Cool. Okay, all right. So yeah, for people who don't know what GamePad is, GamePad. Oh, okay. Well, ignore the thing that's it's saying July 1st to 31st, 2024. I forgot that. We're just. But anyways, yeah. So GamePad stands for Group Accountability Month, Extra Productivity, and Diligence. We are so behind. Yeah, we might be 6 months behind. Basically, it is an event that we host biannually. So it's always during January and July. And so today was this year was our 5th one on January 1st to 31st. And this is sort of just an event that I like to host in order to tackle everyone's goals. And basically, we incentivize that by just, having group events and little digital rewards for people. And then, we'll be calling it GPL or GamePad. yeah, so this is like one of the digital rewards. It's a trainer card. I was very inspired by Pokemon when we did this. But basically, everyone who signs up for DPL gets a card that they can sort of customize with different colors, change their profile picture and stuff. But the thing is that, like, you know, when you first get it, it's very empty. But as you complete tasks and goals, you get a oh my god, sorry, my music is just like going haywire. You get badges, and some of the badges, yeah, some of it's a little bit outdated, like the R5 badge. That's a digital light one. But some of the badges, they're very general. So like, for example, progress 1 to 3 badge, as well as the flawless scrambling badge, those are given out to anyone who completes their goals for the week. So it's not, we try not to make things too specific, just so like everyone sort of has the chance to obtain a badge of their own. And I'm just gonna put it on iTunes because Spotify is freaking out. Okay, so yeah, I am. Hold on 1 second. Why is Spotify messing up? Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, and then other types of badges that we have are usually just like general like healthy habit stuff, like like touching grass or drinking water every day, or doing like exercise and stuff. So basically like healthy things. Okay, cool. And then basically when you finish a badge, or you finish your goals, you just report it to a gym leader and they will give you a badge. Major thank you to Sherigan, to Kay, and to Rinny, who pretty much manually check a lot of the goals, all of the submissions. And they're the ones that handle the badges. I know so some badges are a lot more frequent than others, like with the water and fitness badge. So major shout out to Sherry, who had to approve a lot of different badges. I also have no thanks for I don't know, he's a robot, I didn't care. Okay, the progress badge we get, like, also there's like celebratory images that you get to, so it's just lots of PNGs and the GIFs, I guess. And at the end, if you do get the flawless gremlin badge, you get custom art template that I made a while back. Yeah, cool. We also have side events. Mari has always been the staple mention for badges and just like example. I don't know, it just happened to be like that. So we also have side events, and one of the bigger side events is the defeat the enemy update. So basically, defeat the enemy is where every week we have to destroy some enemy of the week, and basically it's the way that we attack is by completing goals. So for example, on the first week it'll be an easier enemy, and it'll have a certain percentage of our group HP, our goal points, I guess. So basically, like for example, the first week was reclusive hedonism, or hedonism. I don't know how to how do I pronounce it.
I think it's hedonism. Yeah.
Reclusive hedonism.
Hedonism.
If you say it fast enough, no one can.
Hedonism.
Okay, I was saying hedonism. I'll just say it really fast. So that one was our first opponent, and we had it as 60% of the goal HP. So essentially, in order to beat that, to defeat that enemy, you had to the group had to collectively defeat 60 or complete 60% of their goals. Now this is where like it's truly a group accountability event, because say for example like someone doesn't do their goals, like they just do none of their goals, then well that means that someone else has to sort of take over and complete more of the goals in order to make that average 60% HP threshold. And once you defeat the enemy, then you get a cool badge, and then you move on to the next opponent, which is going to have a higher HP in general. So by the last week, you have to do all of your goals. So literally every single person who has participated has to do every single one of their goals. If someone even misses 1 point, then you all fail. So that's where the sort of the pressure comes in. And this time we actually had a lot of guest art. So all the enemies, the week 1 through 3, were all done by awesome GPL members of the community. Dulcet Dryad, Paint Scroll, and of course Mabel Puppeteer, as well as featuring their OCs, or I guess in Dulcet's case, her and Ferris's OC. So. And by the way, oh my gosh, I hope that you get to see the art. But they actually had like intros and like finishers and all that stuff. I know like Era and Mabel had like animations too. Yeah, so it was really fun. Results. Okay, I didn't get the stats this time, but I think there was 70 entrants. I think you said this time 70 participants, and then of course too many badges to count. I cannot count. There's everyone was collecting so many things, so it was really great. Okay. Cool. All right, let's go started. So now we're just gonna talk about like what everyone's done. Yeah. Oh wait. Well, before that, we did 23 GamePad related events. Right. I forgot to tell. We had a lot of gesture drawing sessions. This has just become a standard thing. I host them usually in the morning. Tuttles hosts them at night. So yeah, we did a ton. We did 4 background study sessions, 4 productivity hangouts where we used Pomodoro method in order to study. We had 4 movie nights, and then we had 2 game nights. Lethal Company. Thank you, Sherbert, for hosting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were fun.
Yeah. No, I heard they were fun. All right, awesome. Yeah, all right. So I guess I'll start with mine. Yeah, my focus was leveling up in general. My goals were to do, I guess, focus heavily on art, and also, yeah, art branding. I have this huge bad habit of ordering food delivery too often, and yes, it's really costly. So I was at the very least, I'm like, I'm gonna limit it so I can't have a food delivery for 3 times a week, which seems like nothing to like. It seems like that seems so easy. For me, it was very hard. I just had the hardest goal out of all of them. Yeah, and then reading stuff, complete sketch a day, because I haven't done sketch a day in a while. Yeah, so the first thing I did was I did a project deck for a project that's not happening anymore, but I made a huge project deck as well. It's sort of a reference Bible for my brand and characters. So even if it doesn't, it's not an actual project, I can use it. I've been using it actually quite frequently to reference things, because normally my files are all over the place, and it's very nice. So very convenient for me to just be like, okay, these are the characters, this is what they do, this and that, and stuff like that. I can't show most of it because it's a lot of like lore heavy stuff, but it ended up being 39 pages, I think. mostly pictures. I realized I've drawn quite a lot for these for the Shade brand, and it's so long that I think I scared the person that I wanted to work with. But at the very least, I have a project deck for myself. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, next I did a bunch of illustration. I started a VGen recently, so I did a bunch of commissions. I think I'd been finishing the 2D or whatever the non-animation illustrations this month. So we had the VGen commission for Strawberry or Strawberry. And yeah, I did some other stuff for me with the DTE stuff and for Neon White. I did a sketch raffle or 2 sketch raffles, sort of technically, and then as well as the Gamer Subs illustration. Yeah, I did a lot of gestures, so many gestures that I was too lazy to put all of them. So I did like all 9 gesture sessions as well as like gestures every other day to fill up the sketchbook. I also read Michael D. Matesi's Force Dynamic Life Drawing for Animators in order to improve my gestures, or to at least get more of a to understand, to like think more critically when I'm like doing gestures and stuff. So very good book. Yeah. For backgrounds, I did a bunch of 30-minute to 1-hour background studies. Yeah, that's pretty much it. For sketch a day, these are the ones that, yeah, these are my sketch a days that weren't part of gesture drawings and or other things, but yeah, so I was happy. This is a fair amount of animation. I was pretty happy with that. It's funny that the squiggly line one with the snakes actually was probably the most helpful to me too. So but yeah. Then another thing that I was doing along with Sketch a Day, I was also doing a sketchbook, a traditional sketchbook. So because yeah, I just wanted to I want to finish a sketchbook at someday. So here I was doing a lot of so yeah, a lot of gesture drawings were on there. So this is I didn't yeah, they're usually in the gesture drawing section, but other than that, I did anatomy studies and just random things. So cool. The bigger thing that I did was an animation for Eros, and here was sort of the process. I always feel bad for people who commission me and they ask for, or you know, because like when I think of ideas, I usually have like really stick figure animations or whatever. So like the pitch is usually really scuffed and it's not pretty at all. So I pretty much was like, I gave her 2 fishes, which is like, oh, the TV drops down and bounces a little, and then Sadako, you know, or her VTuber comes out like Sadako. The other one was just sort of like a sort of like a cut to like a darker scene to be like a more like horror. So, but she went with pitch 1. So that's when I started doing the rough storyboard. Then I did the key concept art just to be like, okay, so I sent that to her and was like, this is how it'll probably look like in terms of color and style, because you can't really get that from the rough storyboard when it's just like really, it's just really messy. Next, the scissors were really complicated to visualize in a 3D space because it is a very complex design. So I personally just modeled it in 3D, and I used and I pretty much rendered a sequence of a floating head with lighting, with backlighting, just so I can get the reference for not only the shape but also the sort of how the lighting might look like. The yeah, and then I make the image board just for references. And then I do IRL reference, which, you know, I'm not showing any pictures, but basically I will record myself trying to sort of mimic it just so I can see how the weight distribution is and stuff like that. I think I only use the pretty much like hands as reference and stuff. Yeah. Then it goes into the animation stages. Yeah, and then this took quite a while. Yeah, and then of course the final product. Oh my god, it's probably gonna be a lot, but yeah. Okay, so that was the final product. I used about 20 sounds for this. Yeah. so yeah, the sound design was always a fun part too of animation, so I always enjoy stuff like that too. Cool. And all right, so basically summary for me, I did 40 traditional sketchbook entries, 137 gestures in that, and then I did 1 complex animation, 7 animated sketches, 35 illustrations or sketches, 8 background studies, 124 digital gestures, and then towards the latter half of the month, I'm working on something that I can't really share. Yeah, so yeah, I drew. Okay. Anyways, next one, Machan. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna be going over Machan stuff. They are always they always participate in GPL, and they do some really cool stuff. So their focus was trying to get 2025 back on schedule and evolve on their skills. So their goals for the month: learn pixel art, organize office, update socials, fix up hard drives, and celebrate birthday. Hell yeah. So, okay, wow, they did a lot of cool stuff. So this is their Sketch-A-Days as well as their Draw My OC. And by the way, Draw My OC is another side event where basically it's sort of like, not like really like telephone, but it's sort of like just like a line of like an art train where you draw the person above their OC that's like posted above. And then, so you draw an OC, and then post your OC, and then then someone else draws your OC, they post OC and stuff like that. So you get free art, you get free art. Machan went nutty this one. Yeah. Yeah. So this is a lot of their stuff. I know they completed all of Sketch-A-Day. They said, I've done a lot of drawing for this GPL, so here's some of my Sketch-A-Days pieces that I made and my Draw My OC pieces. Most of my Sketch-A-Days were very self-indulgent, as they should, and I can definitely see what they meant. They have a lot of really cool this is their like their primary like OC persona. They have like some really cool sort of AUs. There's Setsuna. This is one of their newer OCs, and yeah, and then we have some cameo appearances with like Era's character with Space Blue. All right, more art. This is a common trend with Machan. Every single day, I feel like Machan's working on another piece of art. So yes, they drew a lot, and this is not even. This is just like the highlights. Like I know for sure because they actually sent me a like a Lunar Revel whatchamacallit artwork for with Sadebot, and that was super cute. Yeah, so they created updated panels, new assets, and other personal art pieces. Then they wanted to pixel art. So they said, this month I wanted to try my hand at pixel art. Originally, I was scared to attempt at wanting to try because I have always done graphic design work and I kept putting it off on learning because I thought that I would Extra pixel. Oh my god. Okay. I struggle with trying to make something that I wouldn't like. God damn it, much. After looking up a lot of tutorials and learning how to color more in depth with the sprite work, I started to feel more confident in freehanding shapes. All it took was starting from a very small canvas and then gradually creating bigger and bigger canvas squares. Now that I feel slightly confident in pixel art, I want to keep on trying to see what else I can make and eventually create pixel animations. Maybe I should start investing in a sprite. Yes, I mean, if you are planning to, if anyone's planning on going to pixel art, a sprite, in my opinion, is the way to go. It is a program specifically catered to pixel art, so there's a lot of like quality of life things. All the pixel art was made in Piscal. Really cool. And wait, I haven't seen this saved by one. What the heck? This is awesome. Oh my god. Well, thank you, Machan, if you're there. But yeah, this is amazing stuff. Oh, I remember this arc. Machan did some upgrades. They said, it's been long overdue, but I have made some upgrades to my PC. I installed a new SSD and upgraded an external hard drive to store all recordings. Also got new keyboard switches and an ergonomic mouse so my hand isn't cramping. But yeah, I just remember them sitting in the productivity hangout chat for lots of hours trying to move all the files. So glad they were able to do things safely, and their files are in a better place now. And next, they celebrated their birthday. I ended up being sick for a majority of the GPL, and the wildfires didn't help me either, so I could only do things indoors 80% of the time. Even though January is my birthday month, I decided to keep it low-key and play Infinity Nikki and eat sushi bowls when I started to feel slightly better, which honestly just sounds like the perfect way to celebrate your birthday. So but yeah, no, this is what is that bear called, the IKEA bear?
Dunkelskug?
Yes.
Dunkelskug? Yeah. So that's great. That's great. Dunkelskug. Okay, nice. Yeah. So happy belated birthday, Machan. Okay. Final thoughts. This has been a stressful but rewarding month. I'm really glad that I was able to start a new skill that I was initially terrified to try. This is my 5th attendance with GPL, and I'm happy to say that this really helps me get into a focused mindset for the rest of the year while maintaining and challenging my passions to create whatever I want. Hope everyone gets to treat themselves for completing a super productive start to 2025. And there's socials. Matcha artist, for the most part, Twitter, Visky, Twitch. Go follow them. They're very cool. I usually raid into them as well because they have really cool energy. All right. Next is Luna.
Hi. I'm Luna, a Dragon VTuber. I also do arts, live 2D rigging. And this month I wanted to focus on my big commission backlog, which I managed to do, and also revive my my basically barren YouTube channel, which only gets used for covers. Oh yeah, and I've been trying to get better at singing that too.
Yes.
The main challenge of the month was trying to get through the what I like to call the Big Behemoth project, which is I think it's like 18 illustrations. 18 illustrations for a lore video.
Oh wow.
And I am on the final one. But I'll get to that in a bit. So yeah, on the next slide, we got a bit of a little bit of an insight as to some of the stuff that I managed to do. So we get to see the PNG tuber that I worked on that was part of the big backlog. And also a little snapshot of the cover that I worked on with Mari, which was a big surprise to everyone. Best kept secret.
Yeah, that was so amazing.
For the oh right, I also held a raffle. I also held a raffle where there were 3 sketch icon winners. Wanted to get that all knocked out and done, which thankfully I was able to. I also managed to do one, draw my OC for Rini, and their character is so pretty. I also wanted to give a shot at making an animated emote, which yeah, you can see. I'm hopefully gonna like actually clean it up, line it, color it at some point. There was the 30-hour NDA project, NDA illustration. That was fun. Did that in a week. Done. It caused me a lot of psychic damage, so. And then a character sheet that I was also working on, which I did not finish until like a few days ago.
That's still so much.
And there's more.
Oh my gosh.
This is slide 2.
Still the grind.
So that's a little bit like 2 of these like really nice shots that I've been working on for the lore video. For the most part, luckily, I'm not doing like having it fully like colored and everything. I'm gonna have like the, I guess double, I don't know how to call it other than like doubled up line art to like Omori-esque, if that makes sense. So that would be like what it is for the most part. But there is like some where it is fully colored, just to give it a bit of life, and yeah.
Oh.
And I'm 1/4 of the way through the final panel, and I'm hopefully gonna be done with it soon.
Wow. I noticed you manually drew all these details.
Yep.
Oh my life, bro.
Oh my gosh, for each individual illustration, that's crazy.
You said there's 18?
18.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's been like a 6 months-ish that I've been working on it, so yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, I tried to do a little bit of YouTube content. I ended up grabbing one of my old VODs where the game died halfway through, and yeah, just wanted to try a little bit of basic editing, seeing how that goes, and it actually turned out pretty well. I was actually pretty happy with the results, and hopefully I can do a couple more videos, hopefully at least once a month, I'm hoping, which would be nice.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That is a lot of splicing.
Yeah, like I think it was an hour-ish that I cut down into about 12 minutes maybe. Luckily, because I yap a lot, so that was nice.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, no, I mean, so you had like fun with it? You're gonna do more?
I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, and I definitely do want to try do more, and maybe even like off-stream content, like play a game offline, edit that down, and see how that would do maybe.
Hell yeah, I'm excited.
That's
And
as
then
promised.
Oh boy, next, because the YouTube content does not end. Here was a little bit of an insight into working on the cover with Mari. So you can see a bunch of the lines that I did record. There was a lot to it where there was the main vocals, there was some whispers, and also harmonies all layered on top of each other, since that's basically a lot of what the song Weight of the World has. I ended up making a nice reference video for the editor, and because everything kind of went well, we managed to get the cover done and out basically with a month and a half's work. That was from like submitting the artwork to the artist, sending everything to SF, getting everything to the MV editor, and it was out by end of the month.
Wow.
And Mari being the big surprise that no one knew until the actual premiere when she appeared.
Yeah, like that was such a cool, like surreal experience to watch live.
It was very, very fun watching everyone's reactions.
It's also really cool just to see how much audio is put into this. I didn't know that there were that many layers.
Yeah, it's a mix of you when singing, you do definitely need to cut it up a lot. You don't have to try record every single line all in one go, but it's best to cut it up, sing it in portions. But alongside that, yeah, there was a lot that went into the harmonies and everything as well.
Wow. Yeah. Super congrats. This came out really great.
Thank you. It's shockingly also doing like really well on YouTube as well, so I'm very happy.
Shockingly? What do you mean?
It broke 1K in like just over a week.
Yes, as it should.
I'm not used to it. But I'm very much happy with that. I'm very grateful.
Heck yeah.
Next up was oh boy. Next was my attempts to rig my model a little bit. My new one that I am currently working on. I commissioned my friend to work on the artwork, and I've been trying to rig it. My fun favorite part of rigging V-Bridger. Just kidding, I hate it. I spent so many days on V-Bridger. It's awful. I hate it. But the mouth and the expressions are really nice and expressive. I also tried to do the head angles, decided they weren't good, scrapped it, went to my artist and asked, hey, do you have any head references? She gave it me, and so I'm re-rigging the head.
Oh my gosh. What is V-Bridger?
Mm-hmm. V-Bridger is basically it's an add-on program for that goes through VTube Studio and adds a bunch of extra parameters so that you can do a bunch of like more detailed mouth movements. So moving it side to side, sticking your tongue out, puffing up your cheeks, squinting your eyes, stuff like that you can't normally do with base VTube Studio tracking.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot of extra work, but it really adds, and it's how the infamous Doki face basically came to be because of how reactive V-Bridger is.
Oh wow! All right, awesome stuff. I love the tongue sticking out one. That's cute.
Yeah, I'm going for very, very smug on this model.
Yeah, I was always curious because like I wasn't sure if this was like, I don't know if this is a VTube Studio thing or is this like a V-Bridger thing, but yeah, I noticed like in even like models like Ugu Bear, especially like when you move,
yeah, Ugu.
Yeah, like when you move the mouth like side to side, so it like has that like scrunch up, you know? Is that V-Bridger?
So, that technically is possible in base VTube Studio tracking, but you have to have iPhone for that because it requires the AR kit.
Oh, okay. All right, awesome. Oh my god.
Next up is Utter Pain. That is Guild Wars, because I forgot that was also happening this month. So my crew has really stepped up and we're like, hey, we're gonna gun for top 300 crew worldwide. And I was like, sure, okay, let's do this. So I ended up ranking in the top 50k because I kind of gave up on day 4 because we were kind of in a losing battle, and I had secured top 90k, so it was fine. But overall, we scored 155, which is insane considering we're going against like most of Japan, and they are also insane. And I made a celebratory "I am absolutely disgusted in the state of this game" emote because the metagaming is gross. Meta is insane, and I'm tired.
Wow. I can really feel the emotion and the weight in this emote. Oh my gosh. I don't know how you managed to do so much work and then also go so ham in gacha.
I wish I knew as well, because the thing is, I'm also slightly nerfed in the fact that I have the European time zone, so rounds go from 10 p.m. to 3 p.m., so it's mostly through the night. So, but I am very much nerfed, but I still managed to do pretty well.
Oh my god. Well, that's good stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, in the end of it, I'm happy with the progress I made on my model, but I do also want to dig my hand into maybe some more animated emotes. Sadly, I couldn't finish the big project. I'm very close to it, and I forgot to mention that I was ever so slightly nerfed this month because my wrist pain really flared up, and I had to take a day or 2 off. Actually, it may have been a couple more. So I did have to actually hold myself back a little bit. But I was able to get through and also finally get that looked at. So hopefully I'll be recharged back for the next GPL where I can do even more.
First of all, definitely good stuff on taking care of yourself. That wrist pain, especially as as an artist, that is a very serious thing in terms of like, you don't want to get permanent damage. That's that's still wild that you managed to do all of that with a nerfed Luna. Like that.
I like to try outdo myself every single time.
Yeah, I just feel like you have some kind of tech and where you just have more than 24 hours in a day. I don't know.
Maybe I do.
But no, you're always super hardworking, and so it's always really cool to see your stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, there's all my socials and my VGen 2, which I might be reopening soon-ish, including for rigging.
Ooh, excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go
Thank
check
you.
out all of her socials.
And thank you for hosting the state. It's always very, very fun to get that big motivation.
Heck yeah, thank you. All right, go. By the way, everyone, go there. I posted the link to Way to the World. Go stream it. It's actually so fire. Like, it's crazy.
Okay, I guess it's my turn now.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. It's like my goals for this gamepad with like general health, like food, because I had problems with like my eating habits. And as like avid artist trying to improve, I want to do discussion day this time for this gamepad. And also I want to like improve in gaming, so I was trying to like improve my shooting skills in Titanfall 2, which is a PS shooter.
Heck yeah.
Okay. So like for my general like food and stuff, like I work on like making myself some food for January. I prepared some chickpea curry with chicken and wild rice. Is that a flatbread? So you like some of the pictures I had done, like chicken for like for the January. Sorry, a bit nervous.
Oh yeah, no problem. No, this is wonderful. What like oh my gosh. I was just like, oh, this looks so good. What was your favorite one that you made?
I think it was the poutine. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, no, this looks absolutely delicious.
It's like during the sketch. These are like all my sketch day things I done. There's some general OC stuff, some regular ones, little doodles, and even a fan art I done for a sketch day, like on the bottom right, my murder drones, near the bottom right.
Oh. Yeah, no, this is really cool. I love seeing your character grow as well.
And there's also some additional sketches from sketch day because I can't even fit all of them in one entire slide.
Ooh, that's super cute. I really like the winter piece.
I love winter.
Oh my god.
Okay. Also did some draw my OC stuff and some stuff. Yeah, sorry. I done did his shark OC. Check these other character. Another DT's character. And done one for sketch day as like when the prompts were like draw someone's OC. So I done Coco's character Seek.
Wow, you have done so much art this month. And they're all so good. I love how you did the expressions too. Especially, they look so happy.
Thank you. Okay, here like write down for gaming I created a video for like when I did Gen 6, but like, I don't know how like video even work on Google Slides, but anywho, like here, these are also some additional screenshots for when I got into the farthest I got was Generation 7 and Titanfall 2 because I was feeling a bit burned out from all the matches.
Mm-hmm. But that's awesome because what did you start off at?
Like near Generation 6, like Gen 5 level 50. Yeah, somewhere around that. Wait, no. 40. I was sick.
Dang, and you got to Gen 7? That sounds I don't know much about that game, but that sounds like a lot, especially that's pretty close.
I highly recommend playing Titanfall 2. It's a good movement shooter, as you may heard.
Mm-hmm. Dang. Yeah. Well, congratulations. That sounds like you did a lot.
Yeah, it was pretty much a lot. Yeah. Okay, and overall, it's been a fun experience during GamePad. I hope that everyone else has enjoyed this event as much as I did for GamePad. And some additional socials here for my Blue Sky and Art Fight.
Heck yeah! Oh my gosh! Yeah. So the art fight that'll be. Is it only in July or is it like active like all the time?
Yeah, it's
during July, around that time.
It's active in July, but you can be active on the server all time.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. There's Ominous's socials, the Blue Sky, and the art fight. I'm always super excited to see your stuff because I mean you do a lot of really awesome art, and also I love to see your OC. Like you draw your OC so well, and it's always cool to see your OC in like different situations and stuff. So yeah, thank you so much.
Welcome.
Oh my gosh. All right. Next is Mabel.
Yeah. So my big focus was comic prep, time management, and character building. Time time management didn't happen because my sleep schedule is now ruined, but it's okay. I did most of my comic prep-ish stuff like before January, so I'm not counting it. But I'm still doing a lot, so. My goals for the month were to script out one of my OC stories, start literally anything on the comic, because that's the hardest part, is just starting something, and to get DTE done. And that's because I was asked in December to be one of the enemies, so that was a priority.
Yeah, and when you say December, that's like literally like
December 25th, like Christmas Day, like 23rd or something.
It was very, very last
for
minute.
January, you're like, oh shit, I gotta do something.
Yeah. Well, so thank you for doing that.
Oh, always. I love just. I'm a big procrastinator, which is why I chose procrastination, because I need pressure to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is why I like chemo so much, is because it's like you have to do it now. But yeah. Anyway, the next slide, I did some drama OCs. I try not to I want to go in there all the time, but I try to hold back in January because I don't want to mess people up with badges. So I just picked Arastasia, and then I jellified Dulcet. Because I love drawing Dulcet. Dulcet and Matcha are like my big ones in that channel.
Yes. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like so many different styles.
Yeah, that's my big thing. It was like I think I did a jelly one for a sketch a day like 2 years ago in 2023. So I was like, oh, I want to do it again. So I did again, and it gets me more comfortable with painting because painting is scary.
Yeah, it's always cool seeing the style of the jelly style, because it looks so like juicy, you know?
Yeah, I was like, that's the tutorial I watch, is like, you want to add a shadow or like a highlight here so it's juicy and thick and full, and I'm like, okay. So now I'm just bringing that everywhere. And then I did sketch days. I think these are the first 12 because I can't fit them all. But normally I kind of go like, that's the thing with sketch days, is they're like supposed to be like a short hour thing. But if I'm really feeling it, I won't like hold myself back on it. So some of these I went kind of a little in on. Yeah, and then the next rest of them, I was getting more experimental with it, which I think I tend not to when some of the topics are like very straightforward and my brain is like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. But now I'm like kind of more exploring other things.
Oh, wait, what topic was the redraw one? When you did your
Oh, I think that was Dawn. But I wanted to redo because I did the original in Gortober of 23, I believe. So I was like, oh, I want to use this as a panel eventually, but I gotta redo it because it looks kind of rank. So I redid it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so cool to see all the character development too, because not just with like Mabel and Wes, but also a lot of your other characters too that I don't see too often, like Lena and
Chifuyu, yeah.
Chifuyu,
She's got haterade. But no, that's normally like that was a big thing. As I like using these months to like self-indulge. I do every month, but this is like the month I can force other people to look at it. But yeah, just more exploration, and it's a good excuse to get two birds with one stone.
Yeah, Blade Frog says Mabel mode, Mabel Max.
Yeah, that's my friend. I want to do more animation stuff too, like animated emotes, but anyway. This was the big, this is basically the DTE gunshot slide where I threw everything that was DTE related into this. So we had like the first sketches, like the thumbnails, and then like the first sketch I had, and then the final. The top right is more like the badge design where I kind of drew it and I sent it to Sade, and Sade's like, oh, I would have like drawn it. You just had to give me a sketch, but since you did it already, I'm just gonna do a little bit for it. So
Yeah.
I made more work for myself. It's fine. I did some storyboard thumbnails. I did a whole 18-second animatic, I believe. I eventually would clean it up, but it's a good preliminary to learn. And then the victory image at the very bottom middle, that I was kind of buzzer beater, like trying to finish.
Oh my gosh, it's cool to see, all the process, like all the different ideas and all the art that you did. And
Yeah, this is a elaborate thing.
the badge thing. Everyone just ended up drawing their their own badge. So I did not have to do much. I just had to. I'm like, oh, I just have to put. I just have to translate it. I'll just like trace over it and put it in. I think for everyone else, I traced it, but since you had a lot of the gold borders already, I was just like, I'll just put a border on it. And
Just call it a day. Slap it on and get it in there.
yeah, very cool.
And then the next slide was my big, like, very, I guess, content creator jump. Because, like, I kind of got the idea. I was already going to post because we announced the Zine for Call of the First Star, which is a Star Guardian, Star Nemesis League of Legends Zine that finally released in January. That started in August. So I was going to upload a speed paint of it that I already made. And then I was like, oh, but, like, I want to do, like, DTE stuff as well. So I did DTE stuff. So I made I think it took a week, but I made a video about the defeat the enemy and the animatic for it. I also kind of like did a rebrand, like, low-key of like updating like profile pictures and banners on like various channels and stuff. So it was good to have like a cohesive rebrand. And like I made like little blurbos of people and had music from one of my friends that's in chat. The Velfrog made the Mabel intro track for that. And then like some light sketches of the like a PNG tuber plus like sketchy thing.
Yeah, and it was really cool. Yeah, the video that you made was all voiced. It had like lots of little animations and everything.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. It was like once I get an idea, I have to do it and I have to finish it. And I was just sitting there like getting to like portions of the video. I'm like, wait, I kind of want like an asset for this. So I would just go to my clip and draw an asset and then go back to editing and just keep doing that over and over. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, but it turned out great. It was a wonderful
Thank you.
video. Wow.
Yeah, I think I made 4 videos. I kind of cheated on the speed paints, but 4 videos and 1 short.
Hey, that's not cheating. That's content creation.
It is content creation.
Yeah, that's just repurposing. So.
Yeah. Well, I had to learn. Yeah, I was like, some of them I had to learn, and it's fine. But made thumbnails, made a little bit of everything for it. So yeah, it was a lot today. And then it was my first time in I think 5 or 6 years getting back into editing because I haven't touched it since college. So it's
wow.
It was a little bit of everything. Yeah, I kept messing up, but it's fine. But there's too many tracks. It could be so cleaned up, but oh well. And then the next slide was my big comic prep story-ish thing because I keep saying I want to do a comic. That's one of my like bucket list items is to do a comic. So now I'm actually gonna do a comic. So I kind of like have like a guide for myself and like inspiration panels of like art that I've like the composition of, just the mood and all this stuff. So, and then like mood boards, like a relationship map. I finally finished because I've had a character in the back burner for a while that I never really drew out. So I finally did her, and I loosely finished Y's like story and started on a different character. And I kind of want to have them like loosely connect at the beginning and end of them into another one. So like the Y one, he's talking to like Joan. So Joan's story begins with like them talking into her story type stuff. So
Oh, so
I want
it
to kind of keep that
flows-
going.
It flows really nicely.
Yeah, I want to kind of like keep it up so I could just like slap it all in one book and call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a lot of 5 a.m., 6 a.m. crazed madman thoughts going on.
Yeah, I can attest to that. I know
Yeah.
you would give me stuff at like 5 a.m.
You're like, wow. I'm like, why are you up? And you're like, why are you up? And I'm like, I was like, I can't go to sleep without getting this on paper, so
Yeah, no, yeah.
I guess
it's
I'm up till
great.
6. I'm a night owl, so like I thrive in the night hours, which is really bad. But yeah, anyway. Final thoughts on everything, the whole smattering, is to start on the thing you want to do, regardless if you're not 100% prepared. Because everyone I keep hearing is like, I want to have all these have all this knowledge and have all these things they want to start doing. You just gotta jump in and learn through trial and error. That's the only time you're gonna learn. And then if you constantly improve, you can't constantly improve if you're always 100%. There's always more you can learn. There's always more you can do, and it will just make you more rounded, and better ever. And then get something on paper. Because the amount of times I've thought of stuff and then immediately changed it because I forgot I thought something really terrible, really bad. And then have fun. Because if you're not having fun, then it's not going to be fun for you to make it in the process. So, but overall, this month was a very fun, chaotic month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I there is so much. Again, yeah, Mabel, because you've done this all gamepads, right?
Yeah, this is my 5th one, I believe.
Yeah, and every single gamepad, it's super exciting to see, because I think it was your first gamepad. You were working on your wedding, right?
It was the second one. I don't remember. It was for the first or second one. It was the wedding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because guys, GamePad helped me plan a wedding, so you could do anything.
Yeah, no, that it's always really cool. So it's like I've seen you do your plan your wedding. You created all these awesome characters. Now you're doing content creation. You're working. The comic is real. The comic is real.
It's there's things on paper. It is real.
Yes. So, thank you so much for participating in it. It's always really cool and inspiring to see you do all this stuff.
Thank you for hosting every year.
Yeah, thank you. And then, by the way, there are Mabel's socials. Go follow Mabel. She's gonna be posting more, so.
Here's hoping I recorded something, but you can hear my mouse clicks in it, so I gotta scrap it.
What?
We're getting used to it. It's very fun.
Oh my gosh.
It was during Mindwave. You can hear the minigames, so you just hear the spam of the clicks, and I'm like, oh, that's not good.
But that's part of Mindwave.
Yeah, but the clicks are annoying.
No, it's not.
It's fine. If I can figure out how to suppress it, there's probably a tutorial somewhere out there for it.
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should be fine with the clicking.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I understand
it
if it's not of your quality, but yeah. Well, yeah, thank you. All right, and next we have Did.
Oh shit. So it's my first GPL, so I just draw a lot because I don't have so much big goals. But I try my best. Basically, I just really want to take a part in draw my OC and sketch a day. So I basically did. First week I was just on trip, so I just took some photos from Moscow. It was fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful,
That's-
beautiful
it's-
pictures.
Yeah, it was. I took them on my old camera, so yeah. And when I arrived, it was snowing a lot. While all the December, it was not snowing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can see
that's-
on the next slide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Next
wow.
one.
Yeah, these shots of like, especially I don't know, the atmosphere is really, really nice on this.
It was like the first day of snow, so it was clean and not disturbed.
Dang.
So it's pretty. So the next one is sketch day drawings. I draw a lot of animals, as I said the first time when I introduced a lot of animals and some fan arts for games.
Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on a
Yeah.
second. I just want to say thank you so much, T-Rex, for the raid. Thank you. Just to give it like a quick sort of introduction. We're doing a show and tell for a GamePad event, which is basically our biannual event, productivity event that we host on Discord. And so yeah, basically like everyone, several members of the people who are working on GamePad are going to be or have been showing off their stuff. And right now we are focusing on Did, who's been doing not only like exercise, daily exercise, and daily cool stuff, but also sketch a day. But yeah, continue.
So most of them is just animals because it's more my stuff. And the black ones is made in the Samsung Notepad notes.
Oh really?
So yeah. I was like, oh no, I don't have access to my computer, so I need to do something.
That's awesome though.
And I decided to take in notes. So basically, I love to color my piece, and that's why it's mostly colored.
Yeah, and you have like all these different types of coloring styles, like the keep
Yeah.
it up image with the very with like the almost like the lineless artwork, and there's also flat
Yeah.
colors, and then you have like the more the next piece on the right, you have like a much more like rendered piece with hatching. So it's really cool to see all like the little like the different styles and sort of mediums that you're doing.
Yeah. So I just really love the kiwi picture because I want to try anatomy, but Sihima is kind of not that cool. So why not to use a bird?
Yeah.
I miss some bones, but I guess it's okay.
No, I mean that's so cool. I didn't know that kiwis were shaped like that anatomically.
So the next slide is like the old Osis I made this event for Draw Me Also and said because I really like Mabel's plushes. I love plushes Osis, so I drew it two times. And other cool Osis.
Oh my god,
It's
yeah.
what's fun.
These are super cute. I love seeing all these familiar faces. And Sitting Ox's character. All of Mabel's awesome plushies. Very cool.
I want to draw more plushes of Mabel. So, because of my time, It's 9 a.m. right now. I was not on the background, so the gestures drawings that said was hosted, but thank you, Tuddles, for hosting them. I was happy, so I could take part in some of them because of my time. So basically, I wanted to be kind of brave in my lines, so I just tried to do old sketches in ink without pencil.
Yeah, no, this is really cool. I love the way that you did the construction lines with with pen.
Yeah. So basically, it's all because I don't have big goals, but I'm pretty much good with the start of months of year. So I hope I will still continue to grow and graduate from college. I hope. In summer. And there is some pictures from my aquariums that I was in Moscow and checked them.
Yeah, all your photographs are really pretty. Like it's really cool. Yeah, no, you did a ton of stuff with all the whole sketch a day, even with your dailies. I mean, 10K steps when you were traveling, like that. That's exciting. Yeah, thank you so much for participating.
Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully I'll see you. There's gonna be the GPL in July, but yeah, I'd love to see your stuff. Always love to see your.
Because it's my first GPL, I was invited after the July one. So I just waited half of a year to take part in this one.
Oh wow! Well, yeah. Thank you. It's so super motivating to see your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next is Ambient Phantom.
I guess my goals were finding a job. Kind of important. Going to the gym. Making illustrations at least once a month. Trying to aim for 2. Study some more artwork. Set up stream. I sent out like 15 to 20 job applications. I've had like a few interviews, which is kind of nice. But kind of just waiting for the other shoe to drop. I finished some illustrations. I did a lot of GamePad events. I died on a treadmill a few times a week. And there's a few other things that I didn't finish, but we'll get to that, I guess.
Heck yeah! Good luck on the job thing. I know that's pretty hard.
Yeah, so I looked at my email religiously. I applied to like a whole bunch of job applications. Too many cover letters to speak of. Updating resumes, setting up OBS and BTS plugins for audio. Drinking water, that thing I need to live. Going to the gym, and probably sleeping a little too much on some days.
Hey, you probably need it. But yeah, because that's good though. The water, especially water and gym, is very good for the health. Very good for the health. And yeah, of course, like, I know you've been pretty busy, so the sleep is nice too.
Working hard or hardly working, that's kind of this month. And then I started volunteering at a local museum. So I would go in early before my like volunteer shift, and I would do studies within the museum, in front of the paintings. And then I took a bunch of reference photos of stuff.
Wow, this is so cool.
Yeah, just because I'm so close to like a few major art museums, so it's like, I should probably go in and actually study and draw some things. And then I took some photos of this, like some knight's armor and stuff for like Spoon June and studying metal. But a lot of like master paintings, like Rembrandts and Van Dycks and more stuff that I have to study that I will probably never get to. But
Yeah, no, that's so cool, especially since, like, at least with the statues, you have so many different options to do like different angles for gestures. So
yeah, totally. It's really interesting. Then I did a lot of GamePad events. I haven't updated, but I did like maybe 4 to 5 landscape studies, and then I think if you had the ones in February, maybe like 6 gesture drawing studies. Yeah, and it was a lot of just, I think, especially working through it, really thinking about like value transitions and like where harder and softer edges are. I think I still need to be better at it. And I feel like I got a lot more comfortable like using the lasso tool to like define shapes. And like some things I found really helpful were, especially in the longer hour studies, was like figuring out the color palette beforehand rather than kind of figure it out on the spot. And I would say I did some Legend of Runeterra studies, some Warhammer studies, and then a GUI study in the top right. I think that one's probably my favorite. The one in the top right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All these are really good. I love how you're able to sort of simplify these really very complicated sort of renders into really good like visual note taking. And of course the shapes and the colors are really nice.
Thanks. Yeah, there were some things like I didn't want to try the circles in the top right hand. I was like, circles in perspective.
Yeah, perspective when it comes to studies is always a super pain because you're just like, oh, but I have like not that much time. How do I do all this?
Yeah, and then I did some gesture drawings. Here are some of them. I think I need to focus a little less on construction and just be better at you more efficiently using lines to like define things. I think is important. Just because I feel like I have too much just visual noise that isn't necessary in there. But yeah, it was good. It was good doing gesture drawings because I think GamePad is like the only time I got. It's not great.
Oh really? I seen you do so many gesture drawings this month. I just sort of figured that was like something you do a lot.
I used to do them a lot, but not so much anymore. Just because I was like, I don't understand anatomy. Exactly.
Anatomy do be hard. So, but no, yeah, this is a lot of cool gestures.
Yeah. Then I did a lot of I don't know if you know the site Pose Maniac, where it's like a 3D model and then you can turn it in space. Just because I wanted to get more familiar with drawing things from different angles, especially like I guess thinking more in 3D and like how you rotate something from like a top-down view to underneath. And I only did that for like 10 days, and then I tried to work on not really anatomy, but like being better at mannequinization. Words, I can't say words. Drawing mannequins or like turning the body into mannequins. So kind of just simplifying features and really trying to be accurate with shapes, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So, Blue Dragon asks, so these arts are done by Ambient Phantom, the one who was speaking. But yeah, so basically what we're doing is we are showcasing, we're doing like a show and tell for people who participate in GPL. So these awesome arts are done by Phantom. But yeah, no, I need to use this Pose Maniac sites. I really love how you sort of broke down the structure of the arm, and you sort of did it into both a complex version and simple version, which is nice.
Yeah, well, I think those were I was taking notes from an artist, TB Chosen. I think I mentioned her maybe past GamePad. Mm-hmm. She works for Riot, and she does like their animations and stuff.
Yeah. That's I think I remember you mentioning that as well.
Yeah, and there's just like a few books on I forget what book I was looking at for like just thinking about the muscles of like joints and how they move.
Okay.
But yeah, I was not consistent in that. See, I've finished an illustration one, not as much as I wanted to. I think it was just like I did the drawing before GamePad, and then I didn't do any of the coloring until GamePad. And it's a lot of just like concept mood boards, refining sketches like line work, and then I tried to like save time and do color studies ahead of time of like different artworks that were kind of similar. That may not have helped, and I might have kind of just figured out color on the fly.
No, I understand that. That's a good tech. I like to use that too. But yeah, no, it's cool. This GIF is interesting because it sort of showcases like the different art direction that you decided to take for especially on the color and the lighting.
Yeah. Yeah. I have an idea, and then I put down some paint, and then I realize it changes. But yeah, I think maybe just either I need to be a little bit more organized in my layers, and then I also think sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, where you do a monochromatic study, which I think might be helpful so I can like figure out where the light and shadows are and kind of carve it. Mm-hmm. I don't know how light works. I don't know how light and form works, not from my head.
Yeah, I mean, that color and light have always been weird rocket science. So it's very I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense sometimes, but yeah, no, this is really cool. I think I really like the values on this piece, especially you can really get that very like calming glow, ambient glow, sort of making it very like a serene piece, you know?
Yeah. And it's also weird making illustrations because it's also like you have to think about designing a space. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then stuff that I didn't finish, I guess. Yeah. And then just like incomplete projects that I did next. I think it's I really like the game Reverse 99. I've played it a little bit, but I really like the art from it, so I wanted to do a study from it. But I was like, how do I do a good master study? So the question was like, what is like finish, and like, is it really nice? Like, how far can I take it? So I did like a sketch breakdown, and then like measured out the proportions of everything. And then I did a value study, although some of the edges are wrong and need to be fixed. And then I was like, I figured out all the colors. I figured out all the values. I need to render this. And then I was like, I'm gonna save that for another time. So
so dang, so you wanted to do like a full, like crazy, like a reproduction of it.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, that's a lot of work at this moment in time. But yeah, I think with a lot of work, it's like thinking about the process that goes behind it. Anyways, one of those studies that I got to finish at some point in time.
That's fair. Yeah, no, this is a great study so far.
Then I started working on a PNG tuber and like a character design sheet. I've never made character design sheets in my life. So I was like, you make mood boards, right? And then I took a whole bunch of stuff that I found interesting in how they've rendered it. And just like design-wise and mood-wise. Like there's a lot of artists and illustrators like some old paintings, some sampled character design sheets, and instead of like having a traditional turnaround where it's front, profile, and back, kind of something maybe a little bit more dynamic.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I don't know how to design characters, so I was like, I came up with a sketch. I did black and white silhouettes. Then I did some color test, and then I was like, I need to finish this design. There's a few details I need to work on and revisit it, but also just like, okay, now let's render the front design, which I haven't done yet, and then I have to do all the other poses. So more stuff on the back burner, but I think it's going okay.
Yeah, no, and I think this is such a good process. I think the monochrome silhouettes is a really good tech in order to get your ideas fast, and to, without having to dedicate too much time to focusing on like a single thing. And then it's also a good way to just check for balance and silhouette. So very cool.
Yeah, and then it's my second gamepad. I guess just thinking about like, I don't know what people have said before, where it's like, there's always an opportunity to make a better painting. So like, even if something is, rather than focusing on one thing obsessively and being like, okay, let's just move on to the next thing, or just, the idea that just make more stuff. I think being a little bit more consistent with my deadlines and trying to paint more and make more illustrations, maybe like 2 per month is what I'm aiming for. And be a little bit more consistent, like my daily routines, and especially like drawing more. I don't like draw necessarily enough. Like I've been doing a little bit better where I draw in a sketchbook, but usually I'll like do a few drawings and then do an illustration after I like crank out some thumbnails. But yeah, I think it's a balance between studying stuff and then like, let me just draw for fun and I don't care how it turns out.
Yeah, I think that's what's most important is finding the fun in it, and just not having to worry too much about or like, I guess it's always cool to have like the construction and the analytical thinking, but like being able to just draw for fun and not like get stunted by worrying about too many things. I think that's always like such an ideal way to approach it.
Totally. I think part of it is I just need to draw more and just like loose sketches that I don't really necessarily need to care about. But yeah, GamePad was really fun. Thanks for hosting all the events, especially all the art events.
Yeah, and thank you for joining. It was exciting to see you back again. And this is their socials if you would like to check it out. Oh my gosh. Hold on one second. Oops. Okay. Hold on one second. Before, I wanted to say thank you, Blue Dragon, for the sub to T-Rex. Thank you. But yeah, again, thank you, Ambient Phantom. Alright. Next, we have Marigato. Mari is another veteran of the past GPLs, and her focus was health, content creation, and prep. So the goals for the month were finish vocal recordings for 2 covers, finish procurement for birthday merch, no cola or alcohol at home, and do my 2024 taxes. Yay, taxes! I forgot that was also a thing. So by the way, and I have to point out, Mari's badge has, I always associate the water badge with Mari, so of course that badge just means she drank water every day for the entire month, which good for the no cola and alcohol at home. So this is really cool stuff. Okay, so Mari said she recorded vocals and revisions for 2 covers this month. My duet with Luna premiered on January 27th, and my solo cover of Phoenix on February 4th. Which, by the way, go check them all out. Feel free to link. I did link Away to the World a little bit earlier. Feel free to link that again. It's a very good song. Phoenix also, amazing song, amazing cover. But yeah, this was such a huge surprise. For those who aren't aware, Luna released, we talked about it earlier, Luna released Away to the World cover, and it was just advertised as Luna's cover, and so we were all like super excited because yeah, Luna did a phenomenal job. And then like halfway through the song, Mari just shows up out of nowhere, and what was already an amazing song and made an even more amazing song. So it was just like an amazing duet with these two wonderful singers. So that was very, very cool. Marigatsa's birthday merch incoming. I obviously can't show everything here because I want to preserve the surprise. I'm looking forward to my first proper merch drop with an online store and not having to deal with logistics. Yay! It was fun coming up with products though, and I already have many ideas for future items. Oh no. I love all of these little emotes. I love the side-eye one. That's sort of a mood. But no, this is exciting. Birthday merch in general is really cool. Again, Mari, who was our most recent Mofua member, had also done the boy, which is, you know, the palace cat pictured above, made a plushie with the Mofu rules. So it was really exciting to see that merch. Now to see more merch. Final thoughts. It's been a good start into the year. Oh, wait, by the way, is there like a link that people can like follow for merch or whatever? Or I don't know where you're distributing, but feel free to link also. But yeah, it's been a good start into the year. I am most proud of and happy about the cover I did with Luna. The response has been super positive, and even with the dislike your own voice debuff, I thoroughly enjoyed listening to it. Also very excited for my upcoming merch and just creating more cool things in general. Yes, and I'm super excited because I know you expressed interest in just doing more covers in general. So we're gonna get lots of more Mari content. All right, and this is where you can follow Mari. But yeah, thank you so much. You always do a lot of stuff, from the healthy habits to just I've been loving your journey as a VTuber and seeing the amount of growth that you have taken in just improving quality pretty much, yeah, like every single time that I see you. So it's really cool to see your journey. Yeah, thank you for joining the event. All right, next we have Ilyich, and I think this is the final one. Ilyich, are you there?
Okay, it was on and then I muted myself.
Okay.
No, I think there's one more.
Yeah, Sherbert's after.
Oh, Sherbert. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so I had thought that I thought that I had written down monthly goals, and I apparently just never saved them anywhere, so my goals were gacha and the sketch-a-day and other stuff.
Heck yeah.
Things that I actually did. I did all of Sketch-a-Day. Arknights and Girls Frontline kind of ganged up on me because Arknights had two different events. One was a rerun and one was a new event that ran almost concurrently. So a couple of my things ended up getting reworked to do those. And I had started a little late in Girls Frontline 2, so I was still catching up to the story. And then the event that they dropped was technically like an addition to the end of the last chapter of the story. And since that's timed, I wanted to get through it to get to that. Which I did manage to do, even if it was kind of a pain.
Hell yeah. I will always respect the heck out of people who can just juggle multiple gotchas. That sounds like stressful. There's a lot of always so many new events going on.
It's kind of a pain because I play Arknights, now Girls Frontline 2. Arknights is coming out with another game called Enfield sometime this year. Mm-hmm. And I've been playing Zenless Zone Zero, which I kind of mostly just do the dailies for now, even though I have other stuff to do in the game. Just because I was trying to catch up with GFL. Mm-hmm. And then I had the brilliant, because I played the original game a little bit, and then I just kind of dropped off because it doesn't have a PC client, and trying to use any of the actual emulators are a pain. So I decided I'm probably going to go back and read the story for that at some point.
Nice.
And then I think the next one is mostly just my weekly goals, or like what I did week over week.
Cool.
Which I think especially week 3 and 4 ended up undergoing a lot of changes just because I had it to read the new Arknights event, mm-hmm. which didn't end up happening because, like I said, I was trying to get through the other game's story. And then I think the next 4 or 5 slides are my sketch a day prompts. I had originally I wanted to try and do like Arknights operators for the ones that I could. But then I realized that I couldn't think of some things to do for some of the prompts, so it just kind of went off the rails for that. Mm-hmm. And you can go through them as you want.
Yeah, these are super cool. I like this. The colored one was really nice. The flats. I'm always interested in seeing art that has like sort of like lineless art. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really cool.
I actually kind of struggled with that one because I was going to try and do something like what you did with Ato for that one. Mm-hmm. But then I realized that the colors I was originally going to use were kind of too similar. And so I ended up just picking a different, like the red, for a completely different color, even though it wasn't a major, like the red is just the color of his eyes. Mm-hmm. So I ended up having to kind of rig a few things there.
Yeah, I remember that was that was a challenge where we only had to use 3 colors.
3 color palette, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the whole thing with using very limited colors when you have like 3 colors and stuff. I think the main strat is to use like different values, I guess is the important thing. So yeah, so really cool that you did that. And Dulcet said good job on these. Your lines seem more confident lately.
Thank you. And then I actually think in the end, five of them ended up being from Arknights. 2 of them were from Shangri-La Frontier, which was that bird, and then the samurai rabbit. Mm. And then a few of the other ones are pretty self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm. I posted the Ato one in the fan art. You posted the cursed Sade bot. Posted the Ato one.
Monstrous Sade bot.
Yeah. I enjoy that, and also hate the fact that the realistic like human-esque feet Sabot has appeared multiple times. But yes, I appreciate it. Yeah, this is very, very cool stuff, and a really awesome consistency.
And I actually couldn't think of anything for the Sakura one on the first page. Mm-hmm. And then I remembered that Iro had some Sakura Mochi merch. So I was like, I'll just do that.
Yeah. Ear has a lot of Sakura adjacent. I guess like that's definitely the flower I associate with her most.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome stuff.
And then this slide is that newer event that I talked about. This is just like a bunch of the stages and the like the landing page for the event to show that I got through the stuff. The next one should be Girls Frontline 2. This is the campaign story thing, showing all the different, some of the different splash arts that they have for it. And then the one after that was for the like edition event that I ended up, I was like trying to tunnel vision to get through. Which the only thing I didn't get to were those last two like challenge stages because they just completely out-leveled my characters. So I was like, the last two stages were level 58 and 60, which is the cap. And most of my units were at like 50, so even with a max level support character, I just could not get through them.
Dang.
It was a pain.
Yeah, but you did a lot of progress anyways, yeah?
Yeah. And then the next one was just kind of throwaway. I only got to do one of the events, which was a gesture run. And I had I mentioned it when I posted the thing, and I just kind of like completely forgot the knowledge of what to do for gestures. As you can kind of see, the first couple were just like lines, and then I kind of started to flesh it out more.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's everyone. This happens with everyone when we start the like our first gesture drawing sessions. It's always a little messy, but yeah, I can see. I can definitely see like as time went on, you had a lot more form and even like the flow was really nice too. I really like how you did the like the arm shapes, especially on the long one. I think that was the 15-minute one. Question mark? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I didn't write it down.
Yeah. If you don't panic when doing gestures, then you are doing them right. True. Yeah, no, and yeah, I think that what's great about gesture drawings is there really isn't like a one single way to study. So it's like, yeah, if you want to study form, if you want to study like accuracy, if you want to study, you know, the shapes or the foundation or like the construction and stuff like that, you can do that. So it's like whatever you decide to make of it. So
Right.
yeah.
And I think the last one is the last one. One of my honestly big issues is consistency with a lot of things. And I remember saying it in the message I did for the flawless one. It's like a lot of the daily stuff, unless I kind of incentivize myself, I kind of forget about it. Because I'll get home from work and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to rest a little bit. And then I'll go do something like practice drawing or something. And then that doesn't end up happening, whether that's because I started watching YouTube or I fell asleep or whatever. And there was a few things that I stuck with consistency with for like the doing Ring Fit, and not as much for Sketch a Day. I ended up doing a bunch of them in batches, but probably better than I did the last Sketch a Day. But yeah, I think a couple things I just kind of need to work on: consistency and overriding what I think is potentially ADHD, to work on daily habits that aren't just like logging on to gacha games to do my dailies and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, you were consistent this month, so awesome stuff.
And then just my socials, which I gotta get better about posting stuff on, but they're there.
Yeah, feel free to go check a look, follow, because you're gonna be posting more, right?
I'm gonna try.
Nice. Yeah, I wonder. This is just like a huge speculative what if, but yeah, I know consistency is like a huge challenge for a lot of people, myself included. Oh my god, it is so hard. I'm wondering, what if one day we decide to do a gamepad that lasts 2 months? That'd be, I don't know. I feel like the burnout might be massive, but yeah, that was just you know. I'll just put the idea out there.
I'm listening.
It's probably gonna be a bit more stressful, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you know, it's just an idea. It's just a food for thought. Okay. Anyway.
So what you're saying is that's gonna be the next Sadathon?
Oh.
Well, okay. Anyways, thank you for participating, Ilyich. It's always a cool thing to see you join.
At least gamepad for no like summer, all summer. It will be awful. I'm sorry.
So you just want to hit permanent gamepad? Yeah, maybe. Well,
Which honestly,
well, you know, if I did, a very low chance, but if I did, it would be gamepad, and then it would be like a side quest or something, you know. That some people, the crazy people would participate in, you know. I don't know. But yeah, thank you, Ilyich. All right. Next we have Sherbert, and this I believe is the final one.
Yeah, I think I am the final one.
Yeah.
So yeah, this GPL, I focused on mostly game dev, doing sketch a day, writing music, and trying to get my like schedule and life together a little. This is my first real month of full-time game dev and just no work, just trying to do stuff like that. So it's figuring out the schedule for that and things like that. Making sure you're staying motivated is difficult. So that was, yeah. This is my my first sketch a days that I like. I've definitely been a big improvement from last GPL. Like I said, I've only been doing art for about a year now. So spending time, color theory. This was like my first foray into color theory. And yeah, you can go to the next slide if you want to, Sade.
Okay. And by the way, I just want to point out, I love the fact that you updated your trainer card. So the PFP is the drawing that you did, one of the drawings you did for Sketch a Day.
Yeah, that was one of the first, I think the first fan art really I've done that I've posted anywhere. It turned out pretty well, so I'm happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so yeah, these are some color theories. The first one was basically no reference, which I was proud of. That it actually turned out okay in terms of color. And the second one was me trying to model the eye from Oshinoko, which is hard. The star shape was surprisingly difficult to get right, and the color blending and all that was difficult to say. But it turned out okay. I think I like how it turned out.
Yeah, you did a pretty good use of. I think you're using more like very opaque colors, but you managed to capture the gradient regardless. And Oshinoko eyes are very, very complicated. So
yeah, they are difficult. They're beautiful, and so
Yeah.
I really wanted to get that. I do a lot of eyes and stuff, so I enjoy doing stuff like that. So the next slide is about more the middle of the month.
Oh, is there? Oh,
There is a middle slide. I don't know what happened. I think it's in there.
wait,
It is on my end, but not on yours.
wait. Let me see if I can like.
Maybe
Oh, here you
exit
go. That's so weird.
maybe exit presentation and you just go back in.
Yeah. I got it.
So yeah, that is the first one is Dulcet. I did it was the OC appreciation sketch a day. So this was following our conversation about Dulcet biting, I think it was Kay's ankles. And then the other one was a hibiscus reference. And I think that one turned pretty good. I actually work at a flower shop part-time, so I get to spend a lot of time staring at flowers and the such. Yeah, and then the next one is about where I ended up for the month. The first one is Abby from Mindwave, and I really liked how that one turned out. I spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours on it, and it really turned out well. And the right one is my girlfriend's furry OC, and I like that one. I forgot the plant head spike thing, but yeah, I think overall my art has really improved a lot this month. Just trying to consistently do it. Trying my best not to draw my sketch a days in batches, and I finished it, which honestly was the big thing for me. I'm really proud that I did that.
Yeah, no, I mean you can definitely see a lot of improvement, and especially more confidence. I see a lot more line confidence from the start of the month to the end of the month.
Yeah, one of the really big things I was focusing on for this month is eradicating my chicken scratch. Really just trying to move for big, long, confident lines, which I think a big part of that, ironically, was just getting a drawing glove. I got that in between this GPL and last GPL. I got a drawing glove just so I cannot be dragging my hands across my drawing tablet, which, obviously helps with long lines. Yeah, so the next slide is music. I'm not gonna lie, I uploaded them. They're both like 30 seconds long, 20 seconds long. I have no idea if it's gonna work at all on stream side because I uploaded it.
Yeah.
And it was not cooperative. So I don't
yeah, let me try it.
It just takes a bit to load.
Wait.
Yeah. They might
have to let me see.
I think it did work a bit better out of play preview mode or whatever. I think
there you go.
just on the Oh.
Nice. That's a very chill vibe.
Yeah, thanks. And then the other one.
Let me see. Yeah, I like the drums on this.
Yeah, so drums are one of the big things I've been trying to learn. My initial music theory knowledge is from a couple years of choir and self-taught piano, which is mostly just learning anime songs and music I enjoy listening to. So yeah, just solidifying my fundamental music theory knowledge has been what I've been trying to do a lot. Just trying to get understanding of chords and how music theory progression and things like that work. And yeah, so it's been definitely an improvement from a couple months ago, I think. And just making music that I can enjoy listening to has been a really huge part of it.
Heck yeah. No, this is wonderful stuff.
Yeah, thanks. And so then the next slide is the game jam I did. I I spent about. It was a 2-week game jam, Pirate Software 16. The theme was "You Are the Weapon." So the idea me and my game development partner came up with was controlling the obstacles in a death game wipeout obstacle course. And I think it turned out pretty good. I know a lot of people played it and enjoyed playing it. I spent about 40 to 50 hours coding. I put art from the game in because I don't think you want to look at the couple hundred lines of code I worked on. But yeah, it turned out good. One of the better game jams I've done in terms of viewer response and also just how much I enjoy doing it.
Yeah, no, it was a really fun concept. Pretty much, it's like you are trying to prevent the contestants from getting to the finish line. So you have like traps and stuff, and you can purchase more traps along the way. But the cool thing too, it's not exactly an idle game because you do have to actually start each trap. So in order that was a very cool premise. It's always cool to see game jam and stuff. And yeah, 13,000 impressions over a week is nuts.
Yeah, I think for a large portion of it, we submitted early. I was sitting at about, I think I peaked at like top 11 or top 12 in terms of popularity, which was really cool. It obviously dropped down quite a bit once everybody else submitted, but for at least a brief portion, I was about at the top and a lot of people played it. So that was really cool.
Heck yeah.
All right. So the final slide. That's the final sketch a day. I believe it was snow was the theme. I tried a lot to improve my backgrounds skills. This was actually my first month really trying to do backgrounds. I did a couple of the background studies in the Discord. Thank you, Tuttles, for hosting. Just trying to get the color blending and all that working. Figuring out what brushes to use is a little bit out of what my brain can process. So figuring that out. I'm super excited that I finished sketch a day. That was the really big thing for me. Getting a sketch a day done. It was pretty hard, especially since just getting anything I'm happy with can take like an hour. I hope I'll have a Steam game done by the summer. Just trying to get that done. Spend all my time doing that. My socials, you can't find me on Twitter. Don't try. My YouTube is Sherbert Dev. You can find me on Twitch as well, Sherbert Dev. I occasionally post on YouTube and occasionally stream on Twitch. And then you can also find me on itch. Forgot to put that in on sherbert.itch.io with a 3 instead of an E on the first one. Thank you for hosting GPL Sid.
Yeah, no problem. And you can link your itch.io too, if you like in the chat.
Let me do that.
Yeah. No, it was really cool to see. I mean, I love seeing game dev stuff. And then it's cool that you're just doing everything, which sort of makes sense because you are doing game dev.
Yeah.
So you're doing art, you're doing music, you're doing the programming. So always cool to see people work on like all of the above.
It's so hard. Sometimes I wish I could just have like an art slave to do everything for me. But just learning it and getting those skills so I don't have to pay thousands of dollars to have someone do it for me is really important so I don't go bankrupt. So yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's also tends to be really helpful to especially if you tend to be like the lead of your creations, mostly because even if you do end up making enough money or whatever to hire people, it's always nice to have experience in at least like base level experience in all of those different things to better communicate to better direct
To
people, yeah.
lead the project better, make sure I understand what they need to work on and things like that.
Yeah. So super excited to see, hopefully see a Steam game by you this year. Yeah, and I mean, if anything, maybe we'll see some stuff in the July GPL.
Yeah, hopefully that's the goal.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for participating, and I think that is the end of the slides. And yeah, thank you everyone in the call for hanging out, for showing all your cool stuff. And yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.